Welcome to my first impressions of Armor Commander 2. Someone from the Discord kind of encouraged me to play, or the Tank Sim Discord Apocalypse over there encouraged me to play it. I've owned the game for years and I've never really checked it out. So we're going in kind of blind, but I know the controls, and overall it's going to be a good time. We're going to click on New Campaign. I've turned the banging music off because YouTube, I don't want to get copyright strike. You know my favorite. There's so many missions to choose from, all varying difficulty, and I know the developer was really into this game, like continue developing it. I don't know if they've moved on to other games, though. We're going to do Barbosa to Moscow because it's a solid 5 out of 10 like me, and I think that's going to be fun to play through. So throughout this campaign, I'm just going to explain what I'm doing, what I think of the pop-ups, and overall like the kind of graphics, because they're different. And it's one of those games where I feel like a lot of people look at it and they're like, what even is this? And so I'm going to attempt to explain that to you. Overall, I don't know how to describe the game. Like, is it a hex game? Is it it's a strategy tactics game. And there's a lot of mechanics going on behind the scenes that we don't quite understand yet. But if you guys enjoy this video, we will obviously dive more into Armored Commander 2 and just kind of learn the mechanics so we can share them with each other. All right, so Germany has invaded its former ally, the Soviet Union. Lead your battle group into eastern Poland and into Russia and secure a quick victory over the poorly equipped Bolshevik forces. All right, the enemy forces of the Soviet Union. We are playing as the Germans. We are in the region as the Western USSR. We have 40 days to do this. Ooh, that's a long mission. Will we survive? Creator, standard campaign, never met him. And difficulty, 5 out of 10. So let's hit enter and dive right into this, or tab, right? It kind of tells you all the keys down here, which is really cool. Nostalgia, right? Don't know exactly what all of these mean quite yet, so we're just going to leave them as they are. Then we can choose the different types of tanks we can use. Look at all these different, I don't even know, like, what we would be. I mean, that's just so cool. You know what? We're going to go, should we go Panzer 1? Can we try to survive 40 days in Eastern Europe with a Panzer 1A? I think we should. All right, and then there's this music. Oh, I hope I don't get, like, copyright struck for it because I can't turn it off. Today's mission. Our invasion into Soviet territory begins as hundreds of divisions stream across the border in a surprise attack as they were amassing down there and Stalin was ignoring them. Spearhead, you must pierce the enemy lines, driving forward as far as possible before the end of the day. So we're just mainly on we're just trying to get as far as we can. Air support 80, artillery support 80, unit support 100. Hit tab to start our day. Welcome to war. I took a C-17, but these guys are already there chilling. I wonder how they got there. All right, so if we mouse over everything, it kind of tells us the general area. And like I said, we're just going in blind. So what we're going to do is we're going to, all these support options I'm not quite sure how to use yet, so we're going to completely ignore them. We want this to be as difficult as possible so we can be as mean as possible when we do our first impressions. Fields of crops, enemy control, capture value 1, victory point. That's where we're going, so we're going to hit that E key right there. It's going to allow us to move. I'm just going to say it's north. Everything's north. I guess we're moving east, so this would be north over here, and then this would be east. So we're moving east. And we're going to hit tab. Cool little things. We enter an enemy. We find no enemy. I was going to friendly forces. I need to slow those down, so those messages can go a lot slower. I thought the pace I picked was really good for them. I don't know if I can do it right here. I can. Message pause. We're going to just take it to long. And we're going to see how that feels in long, all right? All right, we're going to continue our advance. Remember, we need to cover as much area as possible. This is our little unit right here, this little L-looking dude. This is the area we've captured in these red squares. And overall, each hex, if we mouse over it, kind of tells us a little bit about it. So mostly flat with a few features. So basically, any direction we go is always going to be mostly flat. Up here, you can see there's a lot of marshes that we can get jammed in. So if we continue going, if we're saying this is east, this would be south. If we continue pressing south, we may have to deal with these marshes. And then we have a really bad choke point up here on the left. So we're going to do our best just to avoid those marshes, or we could really roll the dice and see how it goes. Just continuing moving. There's really nothing to make note of at this moment in time. Continue pushing. All right, we finally encountered our first resistance. Let's go to battle. All right. So we're going to continue saying this is east, probably a bit more northeast since he's off up here to the left-hand side of my screen. We have a question mark, haven't identified him yet. And if we hit W and S, it allows us to cycle our units. Really, we could move forward 1 and try and get a bit closer to him. I don't know if that degrades our accuracy with our tank if we move. So we could press forward 1 and then engage him with both small arms fire as well as our tank cannon. It also looks like we have 4 Panzer 1s, so hopefully we don't lose a lot of these. Let's kind of close that gap a little bit. So if we begin cycling our commands that we want to do with A and D, we can hunker down, we can fire small arms, we can swap positions, we can first aid, we can withdraw, or we can drive in terrain, or we can just drive. So let's just drive by hitting the A key, and then let's hit, I believe, space to end it. It's kind of weird that they go from tab to space for a lot of things for me, and we're just going to move forward 1. You move. Oh, it's a mortar. Allied spotted. All right, that mortar is engaging us, but I did try to close that gap a little bit. Resolving 12, routed, and here's everything that tells us about it. This is how it resolves the turn. I'm not quite sure. You were spotted by 103, 107, 10 out of 30 is firing. I need to just, like, I'm going to fix that. That's still too fast for me. Obviously, that's like the interesting part of the game, so I really want to have that go slow. All right, we continue to move forward. Let's see if we go. I don't think we need to make any changes. Hotkeys, drive. We're going to stay with our drive. We're going to end that phase. We're going to move forward with W. There we go. We close that gap a little bit. All 4 tanks are engaging that position. Resolving firepower on 107mm. Destroyed. Tab to continue. Victory. No enemy units remain in this area. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit that escape key. We're going to hit F4. Long is just not long enough for me. Sorry about that, guys. I want messages must be dismissed, because that's what I want to talk about. So if I'm like providing commentary and it's going too fast for me to talk about, then that's really not a lot of fun for me. Recon 10 minutes, travel time 10 minutes, enemy destination is controlled. This is another farm. Overall, I'm not overly concerned about it. That I don't know if the farm's really going to provide us with any information. You find no enemy resistance in this area. Yep. So we have 2 choices. We can either challenge the marsh or we can go through the choke point. What's this right here? An inland unpassable lake. So basically we're going to go as far as possible. We could check the settlement out if we really wanted to. I'm not sure how much of the area we're supposed to patrol. So let's continue pushing east towards A. And obviously we're just going to hit enter to continue moving. Hit tab. And then we're going to immediately continue moving east. Oh, I can hit enter. Friendly forces have captured an enemy area held zone. All right, our friendly forces are up here. They've already secured this town. I wish they would kind of show up on the map. That's kind of interesting to me. So we don't need to go into this town to secure. So we have 2 options. We can continue pushing eastward, or we can secure this forge. Enemy controlled 4 VP points. VP points for today is 14. Mission spearhead. So with our mission is just to push forward as far into town as possible. We've mostly achieved that. We can ignore this village, let some of the forces behind us engage that. I mean, that's just we're really gambling right there, right? Let's gamble. We're a gambling man. Securing the town. Hit tab. We knew we were going to encounter resistance right there. All right, he's right off here up to our northeast, or yep, our northeast, and we can engage him with small arms actually. So if we need to rotate though. So we go down, hunker down, fire small arms, swap position, first aid, withdraw, drive terrain, drive. We need to rotate. And I'm not quite sure how to rotate quite yet. I think that's on the next screen. Command open hatch, button up, set default crew. Oh yeah, here's the crewman menu. This is really cool. My first playthrough through this was a lot of fun because my crew started dying, taking shells to the chest, and I really wanted to showcase that information for you. All right, I think we're just going to engage this. Fire at will. I want to know how to change that. This, I don't quite know how to change. Everything's fire at will. We're currently unspotted, so let's just go with space to end this phase. And we're going to auto-engage that. You were spotted by an unspotted unit. We're going to hit tab. We kind of knew he was there. We just don't know what he is. All right, we engage, and he continues to maintain his mysterious presence over there on the right-hand side. Swap positions, AD command. Command hotkeys. IO. I need to look up command hotkeys. I'm not even going to pretend like I know what that means. Button up, open up. We're not going to do any of that. And we're just going to continue engaging, right? All right, rifleman. Oh, it's a small. I mean, I wish there was like some urban terrain over here, right? We invaded a little urban area, but there's like no houses or anything. Enemy spotted by an allied unit. Tab to continue. We continue to engage that rifle, resolving firepower on 6 riflemen. Reduced, currently reduced, so they're currently having a bad time. They surrendered, and we win. And then we continue to press forward, right? Enemy control, hit enter. Tab to continue. Ooh, oh, we're still going. Oh, we're still on patrol. Oh, this is... Oh, I thought it would end right there. We got smoked. All right. What time is it? 08:43? It's still early, bro. All right. I thought like once you reach the top, that was it, but we're in this for the long haul. Do we challenge the long concrete stone? I mean, we either roll the marshes or... So it's still early. Do we want to die early on in the spearhead? Do we want to die? That is the question we must ask ourselves every day. We challenge. We ain't weak. We ain't weak. We ain't scared. We're Germans. No enemy resistance. All right, what's this yellow thing do? Recon. Mostly flat with a few features. Enemy controlled. We explore. This is all right. No ambushes. No ambushes. All right, we encounter enemy resistance. Ooh, he's way off up there on the northeast. Fire at will, unspotted enemy. We're gonna engage. When it drop, we're going to hunker down. We're not gonna hunker down. We're gonna drive. I don't know what the difference between drive, move forward, or pivot. Hold down. All right, we're gonna drive. We're gonna hit space. Oh yeah, I need to say drive to pivot. Then we can either A, pivot, haul, or we move forward. So we need to pivot, right? Because we need to engage him that way. So we pivot. Now he's directly in front of us. We move forward. Closing that gap. Oh, all right. It's a B2 M37 spotted by an allied unit. Can we beat that? How do we look up that tank's information? Is there a way to look that up? Let me know down in the comments. All right, we engage. Hit tab to continue. All right, he's currently facing away from us. We were spotted by him. Tab to continue. He rotates, engages. How'd that turn out? Command phase 945. Recon flat. All right. We're facing him down. Front armor versus front armor. Panzer versus what is this guy? How do I bring up my previous? Soviet light tank BT. This is where I'm looking at it on the bottom, so you know, in that gray box. Open ground, side, front. We don't want to expose ours. Hold alert, dust 1, range 480 to 960. Do we just trade blows right here? He's 500 meters away to 1,000. Is that something we can handle? Does the Panzer I outclass the M37? Is there a way to see that? We have 4 of us. There's 1 of them, maybe. Is there a way to hunker down? Let's hit space. Pivot, overrun, attack, attempt to hold down. H. You move into a hold down position. That's what we want. But this is fun. I'm actually having a weird amount of fun. Was destroyed. All right. M37 was destroyed by your Panzer I-F using a 20 LA. I don't know what those words mean. I apologize. Victory. All right. Get out of my face, Soviet Russia. All right. That's what I like to see. We've opened up this whole area. Oh, friendly forces captured a marsh. Congratulations. Come on, get up here and capture that hardened facility for me. Rolling hills, not impassable, but can make it slower to travel. Okay, so we're on a spearhead. We've basically won every single engagement. We need to survive the day. So it's 40 minutes that way, 10 minutes recon, 30 minutes that way. Let's add. Come on, we're hourly, right? Let's push this way. Avoid it. All right. Enemy forces have attacked your zone. Tab to continue. Which zone? Artillery support units were nearby and joined the battle. Light mortar team SM. Hit tab to continue. I don't know how to call in mortars. Is this them? This must be our light mortar unit. All right. So we got a party going on. All right. We got a party. What do we do? I mean, we could attempt to overrun. Do we challenge the overrun? Like, would that be fun? Like, right? We could hit, like, A, drive. We'd also small arms fire. So we don't know really what this is. So move forward or backward, pivot hull, attempt to gain hull down, or reposition in the same hex. Do we attempt to overrun? Are you guys feeling froggy? I'm feeling froggy. How do I... Attempt to spot? No. We're gonna overrun. I'm sorry, we're overrunning, guys. We go E crew position. Like, we've survived the war. We got a long way to go. Set default X button up. I think we already are buttoned up. I don't know why we'd be not buttoned up engaging in this. Is there a way to tell if I'm not buttoned up? H. Oh, no, they're buttoned up. All right. Unless I don't really know what the difference between CE is. Button up, open up. Okay. So we're buttoned up right now. What's view mode? Move, highlight, cycle, unit stack, S. Show unit info, F. All right. Escape, highlight, QW. How do I do this? All right, so we hit escape. Oop, not escape. We hit V. Oh, it goes right back. All right, let's hit space to engage. KV2 spotted, says J Graph. All right, welcome to the battle. All right, overrun. Oh. Your attempt to move into a position for an overrun attack. Yep. Oh! What's happening? All right, oh, so we don't control mortars. You were spotted by KV2. We exchange a lot of fire right there. Tab to continue. We continue and engage. All right, small arms fire. Panzer 1F was destroyed by KV2 using a 152 round. Oh, not good. The loss of your squad mate has shaken your crewman, Walter Boffman. No, man, hang on, dude. It's war. All right. Made a lot of mistakes right there. A lot of mistakes. One, we charged the tank. I mean, we lost the tank. We charged. We attempted to overrun. Walter Bowman is currently shaken, not stirred. Let's take a look at him. Where is he at? Walter Bowman, none. I don't see him too bad. Dang, bro. It's still early. All right, we can't play reckless. It's only 10 in the afternoon. We still got 24 hours to go. We don't know how long this duty day is. All right, so this is what we do. We drive, hit space to continue. We attempt to hold down with H, and then we hit tab to continue. All right, looks like small arms. Mortars continue to suppress that unit. Oh, come on, man. Begins to attack you with BMG. Don't know what that is. All right. HG save 95. What's a fate point? Spend fate point on yourself. I don't know how many fate points I have, but I also don't know what this KV2 is. When we hit no, like, how strong is this unit? We're like, he's tearing us up. HD, hold down, save 95%. We're gonna hit tab. Small arms engaging, no effect. Man, engage him with your cannon, my dude. All right, continuing the same process. Space. Do we go for flank? We go for flank. That's what we do. Drive. Walter Bowman, you're shaking. You got this. Don't worry. We're going to... Oh, I didn't want to move forward like that. Now our rear's facing you. I wanted to move up. I should have pivoted. Oh, this KV2. This KV2, my dude. We just drove right through that guy. Let's hit space. A. All right. Is now heroic. Dude, who is this guy? What am I playing second front? This guy's just tearing us up. He's just tearing us up. KV2 attacks you with a 152S gun, armor piercing. Oh, my God. Modified chance 31%. Is green good or is red bad? I need to know. I want to survive, my dudes. Oh, it missed. All right. My dudes, use your cannon. Use your cannon. Do not shoot machine guns at this guy. It's okay to use your cannon. All right, we're back up online. We turn hunker down, small arms. Sure. What's small arms fire do? NA while bunker. All right, no reason to do that. No reason to swap position. No reason to do first aid. No reason to do anything. Just spot. All right, we hit space. All right, he's just high explosive. I'll take a high explosive. I don't want that armor piercing. I'll take a high explosive. All right, so that's good. So I think green's good. So red's bad for us, right? Critical chance 3%, full 30 partial. I think we're good. We're just gonna hit tab, roll. 91 chance miss. All right. I'm not sure about how this resolution over here yet. All right, so this is what we're going to do. This is the most stressed I've been in a long time. So we're going back to drive. This guy's going down. We hit space to continue. Move forward, reverse. We pivot, hold D. Then we move. Our flanks are exposed. All right, we're returning fire. My dude, chill out with that cannon. Chill out with that cannon. All right, let's just put this guy right in front of us. Bro, stop. Panzer 1 was destroyed by KV2. Okay, we can't match this guy, dude. Walter wants to go home. What do we do here? So we can't outflank. Like, do we continue to attempt that outflank? Let's try one more time. I hit E. I'm stressed out. I'm hitting E. So we stay with drive. We pivot haul. We move forward. We expose our rear. Dude, we don't survive that. Yeah, penetrated. I knew that was going to happen. So the more red, the more bad. You were destroyed. Oh my god, we don't survive. Resolving knockout hit. Tab to continue. I don't think we're bailing out. My dudes, you did so good. Round 1 of 10. Turret commander, gunner. Hatch shut, none. Action. Space proceed. End bailout. Hit the end key. Yes. Was trapped and killed in the tank. Okay. So let's see how we did. Barbarossa to Moscow after action day 1. Engagement fought 4. Zones captured 11. Guns 0. We destroyed a lot of people. Base VP 46. Campaign modifier. Oh my god. Campaign final report. No decorations of war at fake KIA. That's sad, man. We don't want to die. All right, guys. So my initial impressions, obviously, is this is a lot of fun. I actually had a lot of fun. I need to learn the tanks, and I need to learn some of the modifiers. I like the graphics. Overall, I'm not quite sure how I would have resolved that situation any better. If the Panzer 1 can even survive like a spearhead into Moscow, especially if you come across like a KV2. So maybe doing some tank identification would work better for us. And then maybe withdrawing from that fight was probably the smart thing. But we're learning, right? Obviously, we don't. Maybe the KV2 was like an anti-tank or like a heavy tank, and the Panzer 1 wasn't going to survive. So, but you know, like anything, sometimes you need a bit of cannon fodder. We hit level 4. Walter didn't make it. They failed to bail out, and they all just got cooked. It's $9.99 on Steam. Overall, I'm having a good time. Sorry we had to like play through some of the settings throughout it. Let me know down in the comments if we could have played better, what we could have did better, if we were entertaining. things like that, what you thought of the gameplay, and if you need me to explain things a bit more. Obviously, I need to look in the manual, but right now, I'm a YouTuber. I don't do that. I'm joking. This channel is all about tutorials. We'll figure the game out, and then I'll introduce it at a much more experienced level later on, especially as we play through and see. Oh, it feels very kind of roguelike. That's a lot of fun, though. Let me know. Peace.